I think the dynamic has changed early in the season as the Big Ten season begins with Michigan and Michigan State opening with conference games this week compared to what it was a couple weeks ago. If you asked me a couple weeks ago who had the better chance to win the Big Ten title, I would have told you Michigan State because the schedule is easier. There's no Wisconsin. They don't have to play Michigan on the road. They got Ohio State at home, all those different things. But the truth of the matter is, Michigan's just looked better. And I know the Notre Dame game wasn't good for the Wolverines, but it's pretty impressive how they've regrouped since then. There seems to be a focus there. They didn't panic about it. They seem to learn from that first game instead of letting it destroy them. I don't know. I would think that they would beat Nebraska fairly easily at home this week. And I like their chances against Northwestern on the road the following week. Conversely, with Michigan State, this is a testy game for them. They lost to Arizona State and Indiana. People think, oh, Indiana. You know, you just show up and you beat Indiana. But they got a real good running back, a freshman who's like 235, 240 pounds, who's a beast. And they have a veteran quarterback, and they've become a little bit better under Allen defensively. They're a little more stout. And Indiana is one of the more improved teams from what I can tell in the Big Ten. So looking at it right now, Michigan State's going to have a tougher game here than what Michigan is going to have against Nebraska. And I wouldn't have thought that a couple weeks ago. And Michigan State, maybe, they regrouped with the bye week last week. There's a strong possibility of that. Mark D'Antonio is an outstanding coach and he has a big track record. But Michigan's starting to build some momentum. It's starting to look a little bit better for them. And Shea Patterson looks like he's the real deal to me. And Brian Lewerke, he's been okay. He's obviously a talented kid, but he hasn't been quite what was expected, at least not yet. So looking at it, I may like Michigan's chances better to make some noise in the Big Ten. We'll see. It's a big week. We'll know more after this week. But it certainly seems like the Wolverines are trending in the right direction, and the Spartans are kind of staying flat here. We'll see how it goes from this point forward.